Good morning. My name is Raquel Ramirez, and I work with dualenroll.com, and I'm here today to go ahead and take you through a walkthrough of the dualenroll.com system as it will be used by Clackamas Community College for instructor verification, credential verification, and course review. So to start, Clackamas Community College will go ahead and add any instructor who has inquired about teaching for Clackamas Community College, and as a result of the college adding that instructor, an email will be generated from the system that goes to that potential new instructor, inviting them to accept the invitation and create a dualenroll.com account. The important thing about that is that the college will initiate the account creation for the new instructor. So here is a copy of an email. We'll be using our dev system or our test site today for Clackamas Community College. So I can go ahead and create some fake instructors without actually messing with the production or live site. It is a mirror of the live site, so what you are seeing is exactly what you will see when you do this process live or in real time on production. So I went ahead and, as the college, added a new instructor, a new potential instructor named Ronald Reagan, and you'll see as soon as the college did that, an automated email was sent out to the email address for Mr. Ronald Reagan. And in it, it says, this email is a response to your interest for teaching for Clackamas Community College. You'll need to create an account and click here to accept the invitation and create the account. So the instructor will go ahead and click that link. A new window will open up that allows the instructor to go ahead and create their login or username as well as a password. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Typing and talking at the same time is hard. Give me a second here. So the instructor can go ahead and create their own username and enter a password that they'll be using for their dualenroll.com account. They'll click register. The first screen that the instructor will be brought to is the profile screen. So the college has already entered in the name and the email address, which is how you were added and how the instructor received the automated email. You have the option to go ahead and fill in the rest of this information. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in some information for Mr. Ronald Reagan. Actually, let's just go with if you have a cell phone that you would like the system to have access to or an alternate email, you may enter that as well. It's nice to have contact information here so Clackamas Community College can view your profile and get in touch with you. The ERP is actually a field that the college might fill in. It might be an ID number that you are assigned by Clackamas. So you're going to want to update your profile with as much information as you care to share, and then click Update. The system will then bring you to the next steps that are required as part of the process. So there's actually two sorts of processes that the instructor has to go through. There is the credential review or verification, where Clackamas Community College will be looking at the credentials that you possess, the degrees that you hold, and reviewing those. And then after that review, there is a course review, and that is when they will look at a specific course that you're interested in teaching and go ahead and make their review or assessment of that. The system will always highlight things in bright yellow that are assigned to the user that is logged in. So right now, I'm logged in as the instructor, and you'll see there are some bright yellow next steps or tasks that are assigned to me. There are 3 of them. You must provide your areas of interest, you must upload credential documents, and you have to provide some information about your education. To access each step, you simply click on the blue hyperlink. So we'll start with the Provide Areas of Interest. This brings you to a screen where you can see all of the kinds of programs that Clackamas has, and they're asking you to indicate which areas you're interested in. There is also a link here that will send you to some information from Clackamas. There's an articulation checklist. There's more specific information about departments. So if you click this link, it will pop open a new window that links you to Clackamas's website with some additional information for potential new instructors. For the sake of this, I'm just going to go ahead and select art. You can select more than one. So let's pretend that Ronald Reagan was interested in the art classes and possibly sign language. To select more than one, you'll use the control key on a PC or the command key on a Mac, as kind of like a shift to be able to accept more than one item. So you'll see that both of those are highlighted, indicating that this particular instructor is interested in both departments or programs, and we'll click Complete Step. You'll notice then that that step has been removed from Ronald Reagan's kind of queue of things to do. The next one is to upload credential documents, so I'll go ahead and click on that. It says that there are no documents available, and that's your opportunity right here to add some. So we are specifically looking for undergraduate transcripts, graduate transcripts, a resume, and you'll see that when you click on this drop-down menu, the types of things that are commonly collected are listed here. A resume and at least one transcript is required. If you have other items, you're certainly welcome to upload those, but a resume and a transcript is going to be required. So we'll start by saying that we're going to upload a resume. You'll use your browse feature on the computer to go ahead and look for whatever file you have stored. So I'm just going to go ahead and upload a sample. You'll see that once I find that, it shows me the file that I have selected, and I can click Upload. You'll see now that it has a resume document. Here's the actual file that I can click on and look at. I can also update this. In case I loaded the wrong thing, I can either change the name, maybe this was a transcript, or I can delete the file altogether. I'm just going to go back because this was actually correct. I am going to also upload a transcript. As I explained, the resume and transcript are required. We do have an undergraduate transcript and a graduate transcript as a label, so I'll go with an undergraduate one. Again, I'll just select a sample. Again, you'll see the file that I selected listed. I'll click Upload. And I'll do it one more time for a graduate transcript. So once I, the instructor, am satisfied with what has been uploaded for my kind of credentials or education documents, I can click this Done button. And you'll see that I only have one more task that's assigned to me currently, and it's about my education profile. So I will go ahead and click on this step. You'll see that there are actually two sections here. There's a place for Ronald Reagan to list some details about his degrees, and there's a place here for him to list any kind of other information or programs. Other information could be like certificates or licenses that he might hold if he's a licensed welder. It's not really a degree, but it is a program or something else that might be helpful. To add something in either of these categories, you just click those Add buttons. So we'll start with degrees, and the instructor is allowed to go ahead and give some specifics about what they possess. So we'll go with a bachelor's degree. We'll say that you got it from UCLA, theater. You can list a major and minor. And then the date that you received that degree. And then again, if you had another degree, you could go ahead and click the Add button, and it would allow you to add an additional one. So let's go with a master's. And again, once the instructor is satisfied with what is listed as far as their education profile, again, the degrees and possibly other programs, they can click the Done button. And the instructor is brought back to their status page. So this shows you that the next step is for the college to verify your credentials. You'll notice that that step is not bright yellow. That's because it is not assigned to the instructor. But it does let you know kind of where in the process you are. While we're on this screen, I will show you that you can click here to access your profile and update this information if you needed to, if your email address has changed or your home address has changed. You can also go back here to click on your education profile and update this with more information if you have some additional programs that you have started or completed. And then obviously the status button right here is where you can see what's going on with your inquiry or your credential and course reviews. The other thing to realize is that there is a help link and a help desk that you are able to utilize. And then if you click on your name, the instructor's name, you are able to go ahead and change your password. Okay, so for the sake of this demo or this walkthrough, you'll see that the next step is for the college to review the credentials that Ronald Reagan has submitted, the education information. I'm going to log out as this particular instructor, and I'm not going to show you the college piece, But I did go ahead and create some other sample instructors that are a little bit further in the process. So at this point, what would happen for Ronald Reagan is the college would get a notification to log in and review the credentials that were submitted by Ronald Reagan. They will do that. They will make their decision as to whether or not those credentials are satisfactory, and they can proceed with a course review. So I went ahead and created another test instructor. His name is Richard Nixon, and we got Richard Nixon to that point. So Richard Nixon did the exact same thing that Ronald Reagan did. They created their account. They uploaded all of those kind of education and areas of interest related documents. And then the college reviewed Richard Nixon's submission and has decided to move forward and initiate what we call a course review. So I will go ahead and show you that Richard Nixon has gotten an email that says Clackamas Community College has initiated a course review for you for Arts 101. So the system will automatically send you emails when there is new news or a task that is assigned for the instructor to complete. So Richard Nixon submitted all of his stuff. He waited for this notification to come through that said, you are on your way to having a course review. Please click here to complete the tasks that are required with that course review or for that course review. So I'll go ahead and click on the link. Again, it will push me out to log in, so I'm going to log in as this other sample instructor. And so this is exactly where Ronald Reagan would wind up as well after the college has reviewed their materials. And you'll see that it says, Clackamas has begun a course review for you for this course, and it looks like we're asking for some course documents. So you're going to click here to go ahead and upload some, and again, you'll see there are a variety of course documents that you can upload. The requirement is for a syllabus. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that this is the high school syllabus and course description. I will again find a sample to upload. Again, you'll see that the file is listed, and you can go ahead and click upload when you're finished. There is this option to use the syllabus for course sections. At this time, Clackamas, we aren't really fully launched with student enrollment, but once students start using dualenroll.com to enroll, this might become a little bit more helpful. But for now, we're just going to be using the syllabus and the documents for course review. So I'll click upload. Again, as the instructor, you have the option to go ahead and click on uploading more documents. So if you have more than a syllabus that needs to be attached to this course review, click here again, select another one. So let's pretend I have some major tests that I'd like to attach to the course review. So I'll go ahead and again put a sample on there and click upload. So once the instructor is satisfied with the documents that they have attached to this course review, realizing that these documents will be evaluated by Clackamas Community College as they make their decision regarding whether or not you are approved to teach the course, the instructor will just click on complete steps. Again, the instructor can look at these by clicking on the links. They can update or delete them if they need to by clicking on the appropriate button. So I'm going to go ahead and complete this step. And you'll see for this instructor that he's been accepted, the credentials have been accepted, but here is his course review, and the next step is for the college to review those documents, right? So again, there's nothing that is bright yellow, there's nothing that is assigned to this instructor to do, and so they can wait for an email notification when they have a task. So again, what happens now behind the scenes, Clackamas Community College will review the documents that you have provided for that course review, and they will make their decision as to whether or not you are approved to teach the course. If you are, the last step will be for you to agree to an articulation agreement. Again, the system will send you an email when there has been a development on your course review or when you have a task. So again, I created some fake instructors and got them at various points. And so I did create one for George W. Bush, and he was able to create his account, upload all of his education information, which was approved. He did his course review and uploaded all the course documents like the syllabus and the tests, and that was approved. So the final step for a new instructor will be to get this email that says, you have been approved. Clackamas Community College has approved your course review. We need you to click here to approve the articulation agreement. So we'll go ahead and click on this link. I'll log in as George W. And you'll see that it says, okay, George W., we've received all the approvals that are necessary to teach your course. So it looks like George was in a course review for a business class. And here are the documents that you provided for us. Do you approve the articulation agreement? Like, do you approve the agreement to move forward with teaching this class for Clackamas Community College? So most people say yes. There's not many people who go through this entire process and say no, which is why really the only option is to approve, and then they can click on complete step. In addition to the instructor approving that, the high school administrator, usually a principal, will have to agree as well, and then folks on the Clackamas Community College will agree as well. Once all of those agreements are in place, or approvals are in place regarding the articulation agreement, the course review will say complete, right? So you'll see that right now George W. has nothing else to do. It's really lying on the high school admin side to go ahead and accept that articulation agreement as well. And that is really the instructor process from start to finish. So a couple of things to realize. It is initiated by Clackamas College by adding you as an instructor. Of course, you might be emailing Clackamas to express your interest, and they will go ahead and add you as an instructor to go ahead and send the invitation that you can accept and create a dualenroll.com account. As soon as you do that, you will be prompted to enter in some kind of profile information and education background, education documents, and then those will go on to Clackamas to review. After Clackamas reviews them, they may start a course review for you, which means it'll be for a specific course that you are interested in teaching, and you will get an email, the instructor will get an email prompting them to log in and upload course documents, which will then go back to Clackamas for review, and the final step will be the instructor will be alerted to agree to the articulation agreement. So there's really kind of three areas where the instructor is logging in, and they get an email every single time with a link and a reminder. You do not need the link and the reminder to log in. An instructor can log in at any time by just going to the website, which will be clackamas.dualenroll.com, and logging in. But those emails are sent, so that way you know when you have a task assigned to you. The other thing to realize is there is a possibility that Clackamas Community College could review a document and say, no, this is not acceptable, in which case they will be able to send an email directly to the instructor explaining why it is not acceptable. It might be something that you can change, so they'll say, your syllabus doesn't include a grading policy, please add that and re-upload. And so the system kind of handles all of the communication that goes back and forth between the college and the instructor as part of this process. And again, if something like that happens, the system will send an email to the instructor letting them know that there's a message waiting for them or that they have been asked to re-upload their syllabus. So the system is pretty intuitive on making sure that it alerts every party when there is a task assigned to them. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any further questions, you can certainly enter tickets at the help desk or contact Clackamas Community College or anybody here at dualenroll.com. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.